Hi guys, this is Mark. The question of how to center content on the page or in the block, in the container, just in any element of your application comes up rather frequently. So I wanted to record this video just to address this question and demonstrate how one could center content on the page using the block component. And exactly the same approach will work for centering any kind of content as long as it is located in the block component. The reason I'm pointing out the block component is because it is really the central component when it comes to controlling and managing your layouts, and it provides fantastically simple way for centering the content. Whenever you create a new page, and then here I have a page that was created from the landing layout, I believe it is called. Let me double check. Yes, it is the landing page layout. It already comes with a block that you could use to add your content. And as you can see, this main area, it is a block and it has the ID workspace. And this is the block that you would use to center the content. What I see some people are doing is they go directly to the page. They select this page, and as you can see, the page doesn't provide any ways for centering content. And it is for the reason that we wanted to have just one component that gives you that control, and that component is the block component. So if you create a page from the landing page template, or if you create a completely blank page, what I recommend you to do is add this block component, stretch it out so it takes maximum width and height of your page, and then that's the component that you should use to center your content. Now, to center the content, what I'm going to do is just add some content. And for this, we could add, for instance, let's add panel right here. So now this panel automatically got stretched out to take up the entire space, because that's how it comes out by default. So let me select the entire panel, and I will make it a little bit smaller so it better illustrates that the panel is indeed centered on the page. To do this, now that the panel is selected, let's go to dimension and set width to, for example, 400 pixels, maximum width also 400, and maximum height 400. Okay, so now it is much smaller. To center this panel on the page, select the block that contains all of the content. This is the main block, or in your case, if you want to center something within a specific block, just select that block, because the routine for centering is going to be exactly the same across the board. So the block is selected, and then you go into justify, and in the justify section right here, click this button, and now it is centered. And the reason it is centered vertically is because the direction for this block is top to bottom. If it's a different direction, then centering could be either vertical or horizontal. And to center this panel horizontally, if you go to align items and select center, so now this panel is centered. In fact, if we preview this page, you can see that the panel is indeed centered. It is always a good idea to check how that works for other form factors, such as tablet and mobile. And on the mobile, it would actually be better to make the width of that panel smaller. So now the panel is selected, and we could say that the width is, for instance, 80%. So that's going to be much better. As you have seen, the mechanism for centering content is very straightforward. And with that, I'm going to conclude this video. Thank you for watching, and as always, happy codeless coding.